Welcome back to another episode, and today's video is an interesting one because I really want to do something amazing, something that so many followers, I have so many people who interact with my content and who follow me, especially on LinkedIn. I don't know if you're not on LinkedIn, just take a few moments, just take a minute and just get into that platform because it is amazing. Yeah, so I've gotten a lot of questions on people who follow me on LinkedIn just to share with them how they can position themselves and of course how they can build a profile that will get recruiters reaching out to them. And of course, I've started by just in this video, I want to talk to you about how you can build an irresistible LinkedIn profile that will get you land the job. So that's the topic of this conversation. I'm here to just walk you through, and I'm going to make it very practical, just to walk you through the things that you need to do on your LinkedIn profile. Today we are in a class, a practical one, just to take you step by step from how you need to make your profile on LinkedIn irresistible to every recruiter. And if you follow me on LinkedIn, if you've been interacted on LinkedIn, you know that I create amazing content in that space, and you know that I've grown a huge following of almost 50,000 people who follow and interact with my content, and crossing to almost 3 million plus post impression just in a single year. So that basically means that I have really built an irresistible profile that has also been able to add so much value to me. So how do you do this? That is what this video is all about, and I'm just taking you through from, what is it that you need to do when it comes to your LinkedIn photos, your LinkedIn about, the different sections of a LinkedIn profile, what you need to do, how you need to detail your work experience, and all that, just to get you to a place where when a recruiter visits your profile, they will not leave without reaching out to call you and tell you, you know what, we want to have a conversation. You look like the best fit for the job that I'm hiring for. So is that something you want to learn? Then watch this video till the end. So just to start with the different sections of a LinkedIn profile, just to summarize before I get into the practical bit of it, is the LinkedIn banner, which is the background photo. The other part is the LinkedIn professional headshot. We have the LinkedIn headline. We have the about section. We have the experience section. We have the skills and the education section. We have the skills. We have the volunteer section, we have the honors and awards, and we have the recommendation sections. So I'm going to take you through all those sections, practically showing you how you need to update each and every one of those sections. So here is how we are going to do it. Yeah, so to just get us started, I'll start with this is how my LinkedIn landing page look like. Of course, this is the home. This is my network. My network just has people where you're connected to or people who follow you. This briefcase with the job is where you get all the jobs that companies are hiring for on LinkedIn. This is messages. This is notification. And here where you see me is where my profile is, and this is where we start from. So you come here. That is now where you access your profile. Click there. Then when you come here, you see it shows you view my profile. So you come here to view my profile. So when you're at view my profile, then you now see this is now how my profile looks like. So I want to take you through step by step, as I already said, on the different parts of a LinkedIn profile and how you need to update each and every part of your profile. So when you come here, you see what is called the LinkedIn banner or the background photo. So the LinkedIn banner or the background photo is just a photo or a banner behind your profile picture, and the profile picture is this one. So you see mine Mine has my title or what I want to be known for, which is human capital consultant. And here, if you can see this small line, I have written what I speak about. I talk about career, professional, and personal growth topics. And as I already said, you use this part to market yourself. So what am I marketing on my banner? I am showing the world what I do, which is a human capital consultant and the things that I talk about. And you can also see that my banner has a place inviting people to subscribe to my YouTube channel, which I really want to use also my LinkedIn profile to promote my YouTube. So that's typically how you need to have this banner. I always see most people, or rather some people, do not have anything here, or they leave the default that LinkedIn has. Please don't make that mistake on your profile, because this is actually your space to showcase to the world what you do. So it's also important to just explain to you, or rather just tell you that the specifications that LinkedIn actually recommend on the size of this LinkedIn banner or background photo. So the banner or the background photo should be 1584 by 396 pixels. So that is the size of the background banner that you need to have. That is 1584 by 396 pixels. So you see my colors are red. I have red and blue. Those are the colors that I wanted to use. Those are my branding colors. I liked red because of the aspect of boldness, and I like this dark, is it dark or navy blue, because of the aspect of calmness as well, and just also because it's a corporate color. So it doesn't matter which colors do you stand for. People use red, people use purple, whatever it is that you want to be identified with. So the banner typically captures your title, and you can also use this banner to promote your services. So I have people here, some people list their services, whatever it is that they do. Some people have their photos, whichever way you want to display it, but please do not avoid it. Ensure that you always have it in your LinkedIn. The second part that we go to is now the profile picture. And here people have all sorts of pictures. The recommendation is that you need to have a professional headshot. Like you can see mine. And here this purple line just shows that I am hiring because I am a recruiter. So I always open my profile that when people come to my profile, they will know that one of the things that I do, or what I do, is actually hiring. And of course, we will go to that part as we come. Just below my profile, of course, I know you're seeing my headline, which we are coming to just in a short while. So the do's and don'ts of your photo: please do not include selfies in this part. Do not include photos that have distractive backgrounds. You know, you're taking a photo and there's a background of I don't know what not. Do not include photos that have the backgrounds that will distract people when they come to your profile. So why do you need a good professional headshot? A photo helps naturally, as you know, a photo helps you enhance your visual appeal. So you need to appeal to the world, and you need to put out what you want the world to know you for. That is why you need to have this photo on your LinkedIn profile. Ensure that it is a professional headshot like mine. You can see mine. And I also chose white in my colors just because, also on the aspect of blending it well with the colors that I already have, so that I don't have too much colors. You can choose to have your photo, maybe your clothing or your attire in whatever color. I think it's all about how you want to brand yourself. But as I always say, keep it very professional. LinkedIn is a professional platform. So you also want to keep it to ensure that you have colors that display a lot of professionalism. So key things to pick here: ensure it is a professional headshot, not a selfie with very neutral background, to avoid a background that will distract people when they land on your profile, because this is the part that people see first when they land. This is the part that people see when they get into your profile. So the recommendations, what LinkedIn recommend for this part in terms of sizes: LinkedIn recommend a professional picture size that is 400 by 400 pixels. So you need to keep it to that. Then let's get to the next part. I know you can all see this part, and this is a very important part. of a LinkedIn profile because it acts as your elevator pitch. The part that I'm just showing you right now, guys, is called the headline. This is your professional LinkedIn headline. And this part, as I've already mentioned, this is your elevator. This part should be used as your elevator pitch, because what you need to show people in this part is describe what you do. This part needs to describe what you do, why someone should connect with you. You know, when I just get here, why should I connect with you? This part should actually tell me why I should connect with you. And then how can you help them? How do I help people? And I'm going to show you that how my headline speaks of all that. And of course, it creates a first impression. So by answering these questions now on why should people connect with me, when someone lands into my profile, it says, my headline says, I'm a human capital consultant, a recruitment consultant, a headhunter, executive search, a talent management, a career coach and job search strategies. And I finish here by saying what I do. I help hiring managers identify, hire, and retain top talent. So if there's a busy hiring manager who's visited my profile for the first time, they'll want to connect with me because they want to know what is it that I do. I am employed and hired to help my company, where hiring managers in my company identify and hire top talent. So somebody who wants to hire me will come to my profile, or somebody who wants my services will come to my profile and automatically see what I do. So why should somebody connect with me? Somebody who is looking for a job should connect with me because my profile shows that I'm a career coach, I'm a job search strategist. So somebody who's looking for a job should connect with me because they want to see what is it that I share when it comes to job search, what is it that I share when it comes to career coaching, and how can I help them? Of course, I've displayed how I can help. I can help you by recruitment. I can help you by connecting you to top talent in your industry. So this part is very key, and how you can write this part, guys, is by understanding what you want to position yourself at. And also for the jobs that you're applying for, you need to pick what are some of the keywords that recruiters in your industry will actually be looking for when they're looking for somebody with similar qualifications as you. So that's why I'm speaking about human capital, recruitment, headhunting, job search, because that is what I want to be identified with. And just this part, of course, this is not necessarily for everyone. This is just because LinkedIn has recognized me as a top voice in job search strategy. So if you are a LinkedIn voice, for those who are LinkedIn top voices, you understand that this forms part of your profile. Then when you come to this part just shows the recruiters where you are. Mine is Nairobi, Kenya. That is where I am. I'm in Kenya, Nairobi. So this part of your contact information is also very important. And why it is important that you need to have it is because recruiters want to visit your profile, and if you're a good fit, they will automatically want to reach out to you. So if you click like mine, it will take you to my personal details that has my email. So if a recruiter liked my profile, they'll automatically go to my contact information and get my email and contact me. Of course, so as we come to that part, of course, I'll be doing another video how you need to create. If you want that, of course, you can tell me how you can create a profile from scratch. So that will that if I was doing a similar video, we'll go to these functionalities of how to add the profile, enhance your profile, and all that. But I don't want to go into that. I just want to show you. So now then, how then do you make your profile really catchy and stand out from other profiles? So as we go along, LinkedIn just give you this is still my information. This is just to show you the number of such appearances that I've appeared in usually in 7 or so days, whatever how LinkedIn puts it. So as we come along, the next part I want us to go to, which is quite important for us, is the about section. About section is actually a powerful part that you should take advantage of and make good use of if you're really want to position yourself to be notified by the recruiters. So an about section will typically give you a space to speak about your experience, tell your story in a unique way. Here is a part that you tell your story in a unique way. It will also just it is the part that gives people a sense of your personality. When somebody lands into your profile, they get a sense of your personality. And also the about part will just highlight your achievement. So use it to highlight your achievement. You also use it to share your career journey. You'll just see how I've put mine. And use keywords which are relevant to your industry. So let's get to my about section, so you can actually see how I've been able to tell my story, how I've been able to highlight my personality, show my personality, and also how I've spoken about my achievement, and I shared a bit of my career journey and the words that I've actually used. So in the about section, if you read mine, mine just says, I've excelled in developing cutting-edge talent acquisition strategies. Of course, you can just read it through. So that already has positioned me as a talent acquisition expert. So also, if you read my about, I've spoken about being a LinkedIn top voice. I've spoken about my passion for developing professionals in their mid-level careers to position them just for a rewarding and fulfilling careers. And there I've spoken about how this led me to start my YouTube channel, which is Careers with Nelly, where I share content on personal and professional growth. And I've also demonstrated expertise. Now speaking about my achievement, I have demonstrated expertise in formulation of successful recruitment strategy and execution, excelled in executive search, headhunting, overseeing and monitoring day-to-day recruitment operations. And in this, I've also been able to just help my company to match with the right talent. So here, it's actually a space for you to boast of your achievements. It's not bad to boast. I have also spoken to over 3,000 professionals and college students at events, because I also speak at events. So I've used this to demonstrate my achievement, to make noise about my experience as much as possible in a more summarized way. So apart from the work experience, this is another good part that gives you, this is another good section of your profile that gives you a whole lot of space to just share your professional story uniquely, speak about your achievements, just get to share your personality in terms of what is it that you do to your potential employer or your potential clients if you're if you're in business. So the key thing that you need to note when writing this part is that you need to use industry relevant keywords. And also, even if you have a job description for a job that you're applying for, you can really use it to clearly and strategically modify this part, just to be able to strategically target the jobs that you're applying for. So I've also said in all the things that I do, have summarized here and just shown you then. So what am I good at? I'm good at talent acquisition, headhunting, and executive search. I'm good at talent management. I'm good at improving employee engagement. So what else am I good at? Interview coaching, LinkedIn coaching. I support job seekers in doing that. And CV and cover letter reviews and career coaching. And of course, career planning guidance. Then I've also just shared how can you reach me. I've put down my email. So if you're offering services on LinkedIn, the next part you come to is a service page. So on the service page, you just need to, for the purpose of this video, maybe I can just show you how you come here and you just add. You can add as many as possible. Which services are you adding? Add as many as you want. We can add. You click here. So here typically just shows you. It also comes with the services that can be relevant to your profile. So maybe you can pick coaching and mentoring if that is what you're doing, corporate training, and once you pick, to just come here and say done. You can still add. Which other one do you want us to add? Consulting, design, event, whatever it is that you're doing. Home improvement, insurance law. It has a whole lot. Writing, if I wanted to add, of course I don't provide that service, but I can just click just to show you guys if that is what you want to add. It has added. Then I'll just come and say done. Then it updates that, So it is a whole lot of services. Where am I located? I'm located in Nairobi, Kenya, but I'm available to work remotely. Even if you wanted to put pricing of your services, it gives you all that. So one thing that is also important, as you add that, please be very careful to click this part and ensure that it is not only private to you, it is to all your LinkedIn members. Then you just come there and save. So if it wants you to add hourly rate, which I don't want to add, so I'll just exit that part. So just sorry, I've gotten back to here. Yeah, so we just continuing still. And when you get to this part, which is also important, the next part is called the featured. So what is the featured part on LinkedIn? It's another nice space to just share what your achievements have been. So if you have events that you've spoken at, this is the best part to come in and just put those events where you're speaking, if you have other achievements, places that you've spoken to. So for me, what is it that I want to sell most on LinkedIn? I want to use it to promote my YouTube. And that's why when you come to my featured, you get a link to my YouTube. You get links to my YouTube video. So if you click here, it will take you to this video. So if somebody visited my profile and I've put these videos here, they'll actually come and click this and get to my YouTube profile. Another thing that you can also use for the featured section, you can use it also to just promote some of your posts that I've done really well. Like if you see here, this is one of my posts that I've done really well. So I used the featured section to just promote it. So if you see here has this post. This post got over 1996 likes, whatever, reactions. It got over 260 comments. So it performed so well. And I have so many of them. You can click here. It gives you an overview of the other featured sections that I have. You know, they are here. If you see them in this view, I've put most of my posts that I've done really well. There was a post that got over 700 plus. This one got over 800. You know, I put my posts that I've done really well. So for me, I use it to promote. I use this part to promote my YouTube videos, and I also use it to promote my posts that have really performed well. So that's about the featured section. So we can just take it back. So after the featured section, another important part that we have, of course, this other part is on the post. I don't want to show the post. Another important part that you guys need to really work on well, if you want to build a profile that will make recruiters coming after you, that will expose your profile to recruiters, is on the work experience. And on the work experience, I call it detailed work experience section, because you have to be detailed. When a recruiter looks at your LinkedIn profile, and especially on your work experience and in your about section, they don't even have to request you for a resume. It will provide, and that's one mistake. I think also, let me just stop all and emphasize on that part. One of the mistakes that people did is that they don't emphasize their success as much as they should on this part. It is important. This is your digital resume. Let it act as one, so that when I come here, I don't have to, okay, I've looked at your profile. Can you send me your CV or your resume? This part should actually just give me 100+ reasons to hire you. So let's come to how then do you do it. So you come here, then there's this thing that looks like a pen. So when you click this pen, it actually allows you to edit, you know. But because I don't want to edit, I'll just show you. And one thing that is important is that you need to turn on your you need to turn on to notify your network. So this part should always be on. If you leave it off, what it actually takes is that you will not be seeing similar jobs openings as this one. So if you're a talent acquisition, if you leave it on, it will be giving you notifications of it will be giving your profile, sorry, it will be giving your people, your network. If you change, it will be giving your network notifications of your job, and it will also be giving your network notifications of maybe if you have work anniversaries and all that. So here is the title. I put my title as Human Capital Consultant Talent Acquisition, because that is what I also want to be identified for. That means also when people are looking for talent acquisition professionals, my profile will be, it will be easy to pick my profile. Of course, it has start date and all that. So let's go back to what I want to show you. So in case we made any edits, which we've not made, we just come to save. But because I've not made, I'll just cancel that bit and go on. Yeah, so I started my in my current job. You know, you don't have to just put it the way you put your CV from March 2022 to present, Human Capital Consultant, Talent Acquisition, and you put the name of you put the place where you are. Of course, I'm in the banking and finance industry. So the significant achievements is what I started with, because that is what speaks. Everyone wants to get someone who's achieved something. So when you come there, you see my significant achievements. So this is what I've done, and I've detailed my work experience. I've started with achievements. You can just read it, reducing recruitment, TAT, and all that. And I've detailed my experience, the things that I've done, developed and executed clearly defined talent acquisition strategies, you know, working on different recruitment assignments. And that is how you actually display it. Come to the next one, come to the next bit. In my previous role, I was a human resource generalist. I come to here, I was a human resource assistant. I was a human capital assistant. In my previous job, I was a recruitment specialist. Before then, I was a human resource intern. And before then, of course, I did this. So I want to speak about this, and it will be very important when you want to design your profile to be more relevant. If you have so many years of experience, and that's, I always say, even when you're coming up with your resume, it is only important to capture what is important for that job. So if I was looking for jobs just in recruitment, these other experiences may not necessarily be important, So I'll just come here if I want to remove an experience, and I'll just come to this part, and in this part, I can decide to remove this employment experience, or I can decide to add another one that is relevant, So if I don't want to have this experience, I can remove it, because it may not be relevant, if it may not be relevant to recruitment jobs that I'm targeting, or it may not be relevant to talent acquisition jobs, even this one. So that you also don't make your profile too long, you can decide to remove the ones that do not align to what you're looking for. So if I was looking for recruitment jobs, I would just leave my experience maybe up to here as a recruitment specialist, because that will be very relevant. So that is how you basically need to do. So one thing you need to, maybe before we go to the next part, you need to ensure that you have a detailed experience. So emphasize measurable achievements and outcomes using action verbs in your job. And you also need to just share your skills and experiences, and what exactly. So if you also come, let me show you how I did that. Let me just show you here. I spoke about numbers. If you see here, I spoke about numbers under my key deliverables and achievements. I just said I'm handling a 360 recruitment process, where I've detailed all the things that I'm doing. And if you come here, I'm even using numbers. I've managed, in these previous jobs, I was managing employee transitions and handled over 50 plus transition documents like letters. I'm using words like 100 plus onboarding processes. I've shared here, like I've done, I'm using numbers. You see, like, 100 plus staff and supervisors to 6 months probation. I'm even speaking about the month and all that. Here, I've proactively managed 200 plus queries via departments in just like the time that I was there. So you need to include numbers. So when you include numbers, it makes it more realistic. If you include numbers of your achievement, it makes it more realistic. Even if you come here, as I led 40 plus recruitment, led 40 plus clients projects, I am very, very specific on the things that I've done. Manage full circle recruitment process for 50 plus positions annually. So somebody sees my capability in terms of what I have done. And if you check my profile, you see I'm quite inclined to recruitment, because talent acquisition has been my space, and talent acquisition is also something I'm passionate about. So my profile is quite oriented or inclined towards talent acquisition and talent management. And if somebody was looking for a talent acquisition specialist and they come to my profile is likely to rank higher, because I have detailed my experience, I have shown my achievements, and I have even included numbers in terms of what it is that I have been able to do in each and every, able to achieve in each and every role that I have held. So yes, so that is that is basically what it is for the work experience. So if we go down, of course, this is the education part. It shows my latest experience, which is a certified human resource professional, that is the CHRP, and previously my bachelor's of commerce, BCom, human resource management. And let's see these other 4 education that I also have. I have done a CPA from CASNEB. So you need to include you see I'm including the certifications, and I'm also including the institutions. Please don't fail to do that. Then I also have a certificate in leadership, development, and mentorship previously. So that education part needs to be detailed. So if you still want to add, if you have more you want to add, just come there, add. I don't have more that I want to add. So I think for me, that is the ones that I've updated. So add as many as you can that are relevant to the jobs that you're looking for. So that is it for the education part. Then we come to the next part, which is also very, very important. So after education, the next part you come to, you can see the next part we have here is on the license and certifications. So license and certifications, these are just, and any other certification that you have that may not necessarily come from a formal education. Licenses, you know, the professionals that has to be licensed. Maybe actually nowadays almost all of us, we have to be licensed. Even in our space in HR, you have to be certified and get the practicing license from the regulating body. And even if you're in medical field and all that, in engineering, so you have to show that, and showing licenses and certifications adds credibility to your profile. So please don't fail to show them. So when you come here, and it also, one thing I've also realized, it also shows the courses that you have done. You see, like this one, I did it from outside. I think I might have done it from an external platform, but they were actually allowing us to show it on our LinkedIn profile, so it automatically was updated. I've also done a number of LinkedIn courses. You can just see this part is also a good place because it displays the other certifications you have done. You know, have done foundations of career navigation and career coaching. I've done getting into the mind of the hiring manager, and of course I've done a video on this also, guys. I'll just link that video so you can also watch it. Human resource analytics, I did this from this was online from University of California. I've done the 6 morning habits of high performance. I've done HR recruiting and communication, communication strategies and to attract and retain top talent. I've done communicating with confidence. So these ones I've done from LinkedIn, and I've also done human resource running company onboarding. So these ones I've done from LinkedIn. And the good thing is that, you know, this time that I took to learn was not a waste, because it has actually displayed in my profile. And it's a good way to just tell employers of what other thing have I done, what more skills do I have. And it also displays me so well as somebody who takes personal initiative to learn on their own. So you also need to do some certifications or some learnings even from LinkedIn. It's an amazing space for you to learn, and they will be updated on your profile. So here, even if you have other certifications you've gotten from external, please be sure to update them. And it's even, if you check my certifications and if you check my certifications in terms of these courses, you realize that they're really in line with my HR or in my talent acquisition career. So it's also important that even as you learn, do things that are relevant, because they will actually really just add into your credibility for the jobs. This is another important part. The next part we are going to is on the volunteering part. You can see it here. So I have also done some volunteer works, guys. I've been a coordinator of volunteers where I was volunteering in a community organization. I've also been volunteer trainer. I've trained people on careers. Mostly these are things I do as my giving back to the community. I train university students. I train people in in the local community on careers. So this is what I did as a volunteer career ambassador and student mentor. I was mentoring university students, and this is some of my tasks and all that. So this is a good place to actually just choose, apart from just your work, what else have you done to make your community or to make the space where you are a better place for somebody. Yeah, so the next part that we have here is also a very important part, and this is the skills part. So the skills part, I realized that automatically there's a way LinkedIn brings for you a list of skills that are they pick, or rather they align with what you've written in your job description and all that in the career part, in the work experience part, or in your about section. So if you want to edit this part, this is how we do it. Or you want to add, you can add a section of skills. Of course, if you can add more skills, you come there. It will give you so many. So we can pick any skill. We can pick, of course, these are not aligned to what I stand for, but just for the purpose of this video, I can just show you how you pick. If you're a project manager, you can pick that one. But you see, it has also given me skills that are relevant to, okay, if you're a project manager, you can pick that. Then it actually asks you, where did you show us where you use this skill, which I like. One thing I like LinkedIn with, it does not just give you an opportunity to share things that you have not actually learned. So, you know, it will ask me, where did you use this skill? So I will want to pick a skill that is relevant. Just come here. So I actually show you guys. Let's exit. Let's just discard. So we come here, then we want to add the skill. We want to add the skill. We click that part for editing. We click this part here. Then I'll just pick, maybe let me pick something like employee training. So then LinkedIn will ask me, where did I get that skill? I can pick my current job, I can pick my previous job. You can pick as many as possible, So then when you save, LinkedIn will automatically update that skill. It's asking you to add more and so on and so forth. So because I don't want to add more, I've shown you guys how you can add. I just come and exit. So this is just a list of all the skills that I've been able to add on my profile, and you see LinkedIn show all of them. So you see in each and every job, LinkedIn shows me that in my job as human capital consultant, I use this skill for cost control, people analytics. I use also in that job, HR, so LinkedIn is a powerful tool, guys, because it actually just helps you to display everything you want your potential employer to see. So LinkedIn has been able to match all the skills that I've learned in all the different jobs that I've held. In my performance management, these are the skills that I learned in each and every job. And I think this is very, very powerful because it provides you with a space that you can actually display all the skills that you have been able to learn across, or rather through your career. So that's really, really, really important. You need to just get to that part and update your LinkedIn profile in terms of just ensuring that you have the right skills, you have displayed your work experience correctly, and that your profile sits in a place that when an employer or a recruiter comes to your profile, they don't need to ask you again for your resume. They have all the information they are looking for. Yes, now we are getting to one of the parts that I like most, which is so exciting for me. It is on the recommendations part. So have you ever been recommended on LinkedIn, or have you even ever seen this part here, recommendations? Have you ever seen it? So the recommendation part is now a powerful tool. And especially if you're a business, please ensure you get people to recommend you. If you're offering a service, you can't tell us that you've done something, or you can't convince somebody. You can't come, you tell me today. And I always use this example, like for ladies. If you go to a makeup artist, now that is me, I always ask them, okay, can you please just show me? And I'll be running to their TikTok, I'll be running to their Instagram, show me some of the makeup that you've done. I'll be running to their Facebook. I'll be checking their Facebook and actually just seeing that they have done some good work in makeup. So back to LinkedIn. This recommendation part tells an employer that somebody can actually stand and say that which you have done, you did it well somewhere, And if you're a service provider, if you're a business, somebody can actually prove to a potential client that you know what you're doing and you've done it well. So these are people who give testimonies on your behalf. So I've gotten a few guys, of course, who've recommended what I've done. I have amazing and kind people who have touched their lives, who have actually given me recommendations. So get people to give you recommendations. The good thing is that you can have as many as possible. LinkedIn does not limit you. So it's important to get people to give you recommendations. And another exciting part, which comes as the last part, is on the honors and awards. We've all achieved something in life. Please use this part to display it to the world. So this part, I was once awarded, that was sometimes back in 2015. I was a top 25 under 25 award winner. And the award that I'd won is it was on social impact. If I showed you if you saw my profile up there, I was doing mentorship in schools. That is where I was volunteering and all that. So actually that thing got me to be awarded. It was a global award that was recognizing persons under the age of 25 who are doing amazing and contributing something in their society or in their communities. And I was happy to be awarded because I was running career mentorship programs for university students across the country. So yeah, so at least I have something to speak about in this profile, and that's how I've displayed everything that I want the world to know about me just on my LinkedIn profile. So that is what I wanted to take you guys about. It's quite important that your LinkedIn profile works for you. So just as we started from our LinkedIn banner to the photo to the headline, And here, sorry, I missed this part. This part is also quite important. This part is important for you to lead people to your portfolio or to what an additional information that you want them to help them make more decision about you. So if you have a portfolio, you can have this link, and I'm also showing you how we can edit this link. You can have this link go to your where you want to lead people to. If you're offering a service, you know, when you come here, you can say, get my services here. You can rename it in whatever way. If you want people to call you, maybe talk to me here, they click and they get to your WhatsApp. You can add your WhatsApp link here. People can contact you directly through WhatsApp. It's an amazing, amazing platform. It's an amazing platform with very superb functionalities that can actually just position you to extraordinary opportunities, guys, without knowing it. So for me, I've said watch my latest videos here because, as I told you, I'm using LinkedIn to promote my YouTube. So watch my latest video here. I come here. Of course, I don't want to go to the external platform, but when you click it, it takes you automatically to my YouTube videos. So let me show you how you can edit this part. Let me show you how you can just edit this part and add anything you want. And I'll also show you how you can add that anything you want. You want to show people, you want to people to just click directly and go to your services. So it is here in your intro. So you click edit intro. Then when you come here, you just scroll down. So it's amazing. It is giving you an opportunity to have link to your website. So if I add a website, I'll just come here and copy and paste the link to my website, you know. And because for me, I don't have a link to that website, so my website, of course, where I want to lead people to is my YouTube. So I usually come here and put a link to my latest videos. And once I put that link to my latest video, when you land on my profile, you come there, you say, okay, so what videos are these, does this lady do? You click and you get to my YouTube. And it has really, really also helped me to get a lot of viewership on my videos on YouTube. So you can come and add your link here. You can edit that button, you know, you can actually put it, customize it. If you had a portfolio somewhere when you, because I've not made any changes, so let me just discard. So let's just go back again. I want to show you something, guys, still on how to add that button. So if you wanted to add your WhatsApp, if you wanted to add your WhatsApp, it gives you here. You can come and link your WhatsApp URL. So it will also give you what is the link text. What do you want people to see on that link? Because of course YouTube will not display a link. So that is why I said watch my latest video. So if I wanted somebody to connect with me, I'll just come here and say connect with me here. You see, connect with me. Connect with me, and let's go back to my LinkedIn. You'll actually see that is now what somebody sees. So you see, when you come here, it tells you to connect with me. It gives you this arrow. It shows that it will lead you to an external platform. So when you click, if I wanted you to connect with me on WhatsApp, you'll go to my WhatsApp. People say you can say anything you want. You know, you can come and also edit it and just say here's my portfolio. Let's try that for the last as the last example. See, linked here is my portfolio. Just come here and say. So it is very, very powerful, and it can help you. So you can say here is my portfolio. Here is my portfolio. Then you just come portfolio. Then you just come. Then people will just see, you know, okay, I like this profile. So let me go to her portfolio. Then it's gonna give me more about what they can do for me. And as we said, this part is a powerful place to show people. This entire part is a powerful place to just show people what is it that you can do for them. So here is my portfolio. So if they click, they could go to your portfolio and they could see all the beautiful work that you have done. And they can be able to make a decision. And some of the features like here, open to work. Of course, I will show you this because I'm doing another video where I'm just showing you how you can apply for jobs also on LinkedIn. I'll also show you that extensively, but just let me give you an highlight on this part on open to work. So if you click here, LinkedIn gives you an amazing capability to be able to show recruiters that you're open to work. So like me, if you say I like when because for the purpose of this video, I just edited to show you that you can add a list. You know, I'm open to HR generic jobs. We can even remove this one. You know, we can even remove this and add more. We can even have them. I can even say talent acquisition, you know, specialist, and add it there. you know, I can add more. I can say recruitment specialist, recruitment specialist jobs, recruitment specialist jobs. I can add as many as I want. And as you come here, LinkedIn ask me, do I want on-site? Do I want hybrid? Do I want remote? I can add, I want remote. Where do I want them? I want them in Nairobi, Kenya. I can add, I want jobs maybe. You can add as many places. You want it in United Kingdom, which countries. I can add locations. I want them maybe in South Africa. I'm just giving an example for the purpose of this video. South Africa, South Asia, whichever, South America, it can give me all those capabilities. So just choose that. I just want to show you. Then when we come down here, you can still add locations where you want remote jobs. So this one tells you to add locations where I want remote jobs. Start date, I'm available immediately, flexible, I'm casually looking. You can add all those things, you know, you can add all those things you want. Employment time, of course, we've talked about full time. And the most important thing you need to do, I have only put it to be visible to recruiters only, but the right thing that you actually, if you put it to be visible to all LinkedIn members, then it will show this banner. I hope you guys all know this banner, this open to work, but I don't want to have that banner for open to work because I already have a banner here for hiring because I am a recruiter. So open to recruiters only, that means only recruiters who are recruiting for these jobs will see my profile. Then you save it. And when we come back, we can actually see that LinkedIn add locations because I've included a remote job. Because I recruited that I want also remote jobs, LinkedIn is asking me to add locations. So if I want a remote job, where do I want it? Okay, so I can add locations and just say Kenya. All right, so that is it. So I can come and save it. And that is it for me. So it is already updated for jobs, messages, and open to work. And of course, I've put on the notification for my email update. So if a company posts these jobs, then LinkedIn will automatically notify me on my email. Yes, so it is very powerful. So that is basically what I wanted to take you guys through. It's quite important for you to have your LinkedIn profile. And guys, as you've seen, I have a huge following on LinkedIn. I've grown my LinkedIn following to over 48,000 followers. Also, if you want me to do for you a video on how you can build an irresistible brand on LinkedIn, like I've done one, please feel free to let me know on the comment section, and I'll be glad to do that video for you. So the next video that I want you guys to also just ensure that you watch is on how to apply for jobs on LinkedIn, and that video is just right after this one. So that's what I wanted to share with you. If you have any questions, and if you're also looking for support on how you can just do all that I've shown you, feel free to reach out to me. I leave my email on the link. I leave my email address on the description of the video. I'm also on LinkedIn. Please feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. Follow me because I also share an amazing content on LinkedIn as well. So thank you so much for watching. That is all I had for you. See you on the other side of success. Thank you.